The atmosphere is certainly less grim than when we last visited. Sveen has found a suitable source of information, sparing you that duty for once. Though my mind knows better, I still feel uncomfortable on these mechanical soldiers. Living memory, allied to emergency, how may I help you? This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus both lift and lay node based transit is currently available. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps the memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Actually, you know what? Before we get too into it, I'm gonna go turn on the radiator. Okay, kind of heavy. Oh. Not necessarily. Lift and lay nodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would you evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should excavation be unnecessary. Would you Majesty like to use it? An airship? Someone contact Sid. Yes, please, as soon as possible. With Your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be ready for launch without delay, allowing me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. I don't know what we might find below. I'm glad we found the means to get there. As Queen, I must bear witness to the truth, however terrible. As for now awaits... What awaits us both? Below, I wonder. With an airship, a large number of Alexandrians could evacuate at once, regardless of the situation, but an excellent contingency. It never occurred to me there might be an airship here. How fortuitous. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it was modelled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Search era. A replica, still it is. Does me good to see it. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. Oh shit. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. Oh, it's protecting us. What Alistair gave me is reacting. Oh, would we have become tempered? Not exactly 13th, and inferior imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. The lightning and heritage firearm is tame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns. The crater was once Alexandria. Feeling reflections Ether is more dire than we anticipated. I should be surprised if assassins had no hand in the war that brought this. The Warden's Hero is truly a godsend for those of us without the blessing of light. Remind me to send my profuse thanks to Vutra and the Handish this once more. A sobering sight to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. There are no structures, nor any other signs of the virus I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city will be Tremor, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbour, it was an nexus of trade and it remained neutral throughout them. We Alexandrians have always felt fortunate to have it in our neighbourhood, so to speak. None like our Razathan. I guess I've not spoken of Razathan before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Malala homeland, correct? Oddly enough, it was also Trino where the Malala first found a home in our world. Truly. Yes, although the Malala population elsewhere grew, most continued to feel that strong connection to the city. I like to think that some remain there to this day. Look, PX0093, is this ship capable of taking us to Treno? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There is a near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to the ambient light. My apologies. Oh, well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. The cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. I spent most of my time untroubled thoughts. A brief trek across a wasteland shall make for a refreshing change of pace. Eager though I am to seek new discoveries, the possibility of walking in circles for days on end does not appeal. We are fortunate to have Sweet. The place where my people first arrived, and I shall soon see it in person. This tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you, stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surroundings, it's surely ravenous. Oh shit, the first dungeon. Oh, that will unlock the experts. Nice. Dungeon. This is a long queue for a tank. Mhm. Oh. that's a turkey ass looking fucking griffin. Nice. Oh, nice. Nice.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched? so, the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Oh, blimey.
I am Miaili, the Mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now. Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear, you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting party sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, a tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection? With your permission, then. But before we go... Allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryo, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Oh shit, I haven't been speaking aloud. Hi, visiting our new friends. Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for a good reason. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find the teensiest touch too sour for your taste, but it will set you right. Just tip it down your throat. Surely we could start with a simple beverage, surely. So comes to raise the townful experience after trying that? Does it serve some ritual function? Seems awfully keen on our partaking.
What do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Refreshing.
That means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studio. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup leader used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
Its ability to counteract blindness influence on the body. That remedy could be used to the people of Alexandria as well. Sir Nomel would be more than happy to offer it to them. I see how drinking that would be unifying, and it is impressive that they have maintained the tradition here, so far from Malala's native plants. I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lumol. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since Grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you know, I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems people of Treno may have. My favourite kinds of work include taste testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unit's ability to counteract lightning's influence on the body. That remedy. Yeah. Ah yes, repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind. Would you help protect the city? Your goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. Oh, what? Did you come here from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? And so, of course, you're sure. It would be rude of me to doubt you. It's just it's not every day we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come to something of a shock. It's the first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That's why I propose lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help me distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but this fiend's made quite a mess of it this time. Might be a little while before one can step away from their work. Don't fear though, even if the hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for the fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lumber. You're the ones doing me a favour, honestly. Here, take this patch. I'll deliver some to the town hall so you can attend to the areas you haven't seen yet. Like Mayali, Lumel seemed taken aback by the mention of Alexandria. Perhaps they have friends or loved ones who disappeared along with it. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a potion? Rest assured that I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. I too should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Rebex, why don't you make the rounds of the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights. You must be one of those visitors Lumber mentioned. Odd place to be visiting now. Oh god, I'm tired. Oh, you came to deliver this remedy? Thank you kindly. I was holding Biscoxes in for processing and copped a good dose of the discharge energy for my troubles. Ibon, the lemon sickness, something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that find their way in. Perhaps are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable, of course. Take them with the right stuff, and they can turn them into protective clothing that keeps them from getting zapped. The beast you found will be put to good use. Thanks again. You're the very first to say I saw it. It's an honour. And you brought sleep and strength sleep. Bless you. I'm dead on my feet after the battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Better teach one skill sharp, so in a way I'm glad for it, and I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh friendship if ever I saw one. And what's that in your hand? I don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a hot cup of super straps, you see. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried by invading creatures can be cultivated in remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among our harvest. Finished with your supply remedy as well, have you? I expect the scent will linger on our clothing for days. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area of Lumos. One of the people saw have asked me to pass something on to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned?
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well.
Oh, that went down the wrong pipe. Oh, fuck me.
Throughout the ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them. Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until Stone by stone, the city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Is aught the matter, Lommel?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
That's really well animated.
Oh, no, she's going to kill me! Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electro engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
I take it she also built that device.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please! I beg you! Please!
I suppose that's that then.
If Treno's barrier is similar to the design to Alexandria, should we assume that the electric technology is standard here as well? One wonders how fearsome this ANA truly is. At the moment, ANA should be waiting just past the park. Let's be off before someone changes their mind. I'll wait till I get sent out of this zone and I'll probably call it for tonight. Whenever we meet an engineer for some days tonight, I cannot but wish to introduce them to our friends aloud. Such a farce of questions there will be. Limo is sweating rather profusely. We've in, we've out, we've in, we've out.
Our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here? Lummel, what did you do?
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
Like how he's actually doing that.
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see? And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. But you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Yeah, and took care of the beast in one fell swoop.
Just the one! Incredible!
So, the mine is safe for mining again? Hooray!
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electro over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In
Yeah.
the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
They put one mind of another. They put one in mind of another pair of siblings, we know, don't they? Yes. Very level low coded. I totally forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I am Kran. This is Repex. The company in Limo is Grahatia, our own technology enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. It feels strange bringing you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of the meddlers, I presume a great deal of labour is required to restore everything to working order. The volume of fixes that need making is a matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for all these things of mine. The paralysis flares up the worst times, I swear. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to another on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him up at the mine though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharged ether on the slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Limo has managed to break it yet again... Do you have this though? Toss a somatic sprite and you can suppress its ability to sense ether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city towards more fertile ground. So we need to fight them? We find it safer not to. I'm afraid I'll save for energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running. Like Bell said, overload nearby systems. We find it safer not to. We're afraid they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical... Yeah. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to through fares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while having this. Understood. Well, to split up and cover more ground. Are you ready to go? You know what? I'll call it here. And we'll continue tomorrow. We're on to work. There's 4 quests after this. I feel like something's gonna happen after this quest. So I might call it here before something picks up. And we'll continue tomorrow. In that case, I'll speak to you all later. See ya!